Welcome back to my channel. If I'm wearing the same thing as I'm wearing in the last video, it's because I just cut the videos. I didn't want to make it too lengthy. But today I'm going to show you how to create your own wrapping, like your own wrapping paper, your own gift bags, and your own bows. Okay, so we're now in the era of reusable bags. So everywhere you go, you'll get a brown paper bag, either like this or one like this. And if you're like me, you have a whole bunch of them just piled up in your house. So with that being said, I just wanted to take these and reuse them for Christmas, because it makes no sense to me to go out and buy a whole bunch of new bags when I have a suitcase, literally a suitcase full of bags. Birthday bags, brown paper bags, like just all the reusable bags. And it's like, now I have to go and spend more money on Christmas bags? Out of the question. I did buy wrapping paper, you know, because we're gonna need it still. But as for the bags, not having it. So let's get into it. So for this, I tried to draw a tree, but this isn't it. But we're gonna use this as a wrapping paper, not a bag, a gift bag. So I have some Christmas stamps from the dollar store. They are green and red and very festive. They have trees on it. They have Santa. They have an I Love Santa gift, a little truck, a deer, reindeer, so to speak. I have little bows. I have ribbon. I have felt balls. Tons of tissue paper. And you know, the usual, the scissors, tape, and glue. Right? That's all you really need when wrapping. And I also have plain boxes like that. So for this one, since I already kind of messed it up, I'm still going to use it because that's the era that we're in. We're going to reuse it. So what I think the best bet would probably be to just use a piece of wrapping paper or a piece of tissue paper to cover up the mess that I made. So that will work as two things. So if you have a brown bag that has a logo on it and you don't want to give that, this is how you would cover up that logo. So that's what we're going to do now with this. And I'm just going to use this as wrapping paper, not as a gift bag. So this gift fits perfectly in here. And look, I can close it and boom, right? It's wrapped perfectly once I do it. So what we're going to do is cover up my ugly tree. Okay, you're ready to get wrapped, I understand. Let me move you back here. So we're going to cover up my ugly tree. I think I want to use this Happy Holidays tissue paper. Because it's small, I don't have to worry about opening up and cutting it. I can just paste it on here perfectly, right? So first you want to size it, I guess, to fit the area that you need it to fit, which would just be the middle. Voila, right? So it's covered. And this is going to be probably the front of my bag. But I'm not going to leave it like that because it looks awkward. So let's get to wrapping the gift first. And I'll show you what I mean. Fit in. So, you know what I'm going to do? Because I actually have a lot of room. I'm going to combine it and add something else. If we stand it up, it's pretty bare and it looks weird. So that's where you can come in and you can put your little bows. If you have a big bow, little bow, you want to put the pom-poms here, that's fine. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use string to create a grand bow. You can also do that with wrapping paper that I'll show you in a bit. But I like the way the string works. So it's this wide. So we're going to double it multiple times. So I'm just going to use my elbow to palm ratio, right? And just do this a bunch of times because we need it to be full. I might use the whole row, it's fine. So I like the way that's looking. I'm just gonna go and cut it in the middle. Have all my string. Some of it's gonna fall because obviously you're cutting pieces of it off. And I'm going to string it through. If you want, you can unhook it. So I'm gonna lift my tape up a bit. String it through. Tape it back. Now, you can tie this here, and I think I will with this extra piece. Right, so there's my pretty bow, kind of. After you get your bow on, you just want to take it and curl the ribbon. Yes, it's a little tedious, but it's going to look gorgeous. How cute is that? That's 2 gifts wrapped in one. Custom bow, and I covered up my ugly tree. Okay, so let's move this one onto the side, and I'll show you this one. So this one is pretty self-explanatory. I just took a bag, wrote Merry Christmas on it, and put the stamps on it. I don't really think I need to show y'all that. What I'm gonna do is show you how to make bows out of tissue, out of wrapping paper. I'm gonna use this one because it's green, and I wrote Merry Christmas in green on that one. So you don't need a lot for this, just a little. So I'm just gonna cut off a strip. So making these bows are perfect for when you're actually wrapping your gifts and you have access little tiny strips of paper. So this right here will be our bow. We're gonna fold it over in half, or you can also do it the long way. It depends on how you want your bow to look, you know. So I'm gonna do it this way. I like it better the lengthwise. You see I didn't fold it evenly, so it's crooked. So I'm showing you this way because sometimes the papers that we have won't be straight. Just cut it to the same width, straight across. Then you're gonna cut it up in the about a ½ inch to a quarter of an inch of a base. So you're not cutting the whole thing, you're just cutting it up a bit. And you keep doing that all the way across. Alright. So it should look something like this, even when you open it. Just like that. So now what are you going to do is the same thing we did with the ribbon. We're going to take the knife, the scissor, and curl the ribbon. So you're going to have to curl it in opposite directions. So you curl this one this way. But you should be gentle, especially if you have cheap paper like I have. The paper will rip, so we're just going to keep curling them in different directions. I like to open it so it's easier for me. So you just curl it, curl it. And yes, there is a such thing as cheap wrapping paper, and the better the quality, the better the gift wrapping, trust that. But I'm not too big into the holiday spirit this year. This is just like basic things that I do every year, but it's not giving Christmas this year. It's not giving joyfulness. But that's fine. I gotta make the best out of it for my baby girl. So be careful. I'm talking to myself. Alright. So now that that's there, what you're gonna do is take it and roll it down the middle. Then you fold it in half, and look at this cute little bow you have. It's a tiny bow because I'm just showing you guys real fast. I'm going to show you all the ones that I do and how I wrap every gift at the end, but I just wanted to give you the cute little DIYs now. Right, and then you tape it on one side and connect it to your gift. If you have double-sided tape, that would be perfect, because you are going to have to wrap it at the bottom and wrap it at the back. So with the tape, so you put the tape at the bottom of one part right there, so you can stick it, and double-sided tape right here, so it's reinforced twice. You also want to either use a stapler or tape as well to double side where you folded it at, because if not, it's going to just open up like that. And that's fine if you want that look, because you can put it together that way, but I want it to be together. Load this so you can see, right? So it's going to open up like that, but I want mine closed, so I'm just going to roll the tape in together, put it in the middle where I folded it, and there you have it. Just tape it on there real good so it doesn't come off. Boom, that's my little bow. Other thing I like to do, because you know my kid is a kid and she gets into everything, I always staple the tip together of the bag. So this way it looks more full with the tissue paper, and it's stuck together so that way she can't really get into it and see what it is. So that's another little trick. I just want to show you guys how I did this. I looped this yarn, not yarn, you loop the ribbon around and around. That's why it's closed here. And then twisted it together and taped it on. All you have to do is cut the loops, and then cut the loops, and then again string it curly with the scissors, and it'll create a cute bow as well. So that's another bow hack for you. Okay, so this is one more hack that I remembered with regular wrapping paper. Let me give you this disclaimer. If you put quality into your wrapping paper, a lot of mishaps won't happen. I didn't put any quality into this wrapping paper because I'm not 100% in the Christmas spirit this year. But I'm going to show you this hack to wrapping odd shaped items. So you're pretty much creating your own bag out of wrapping paper. So you want to fold the wrapping paper as 3/4, and right, so just like this, you know, like a little pamphlet style. Again, try your best to cut the paper even as possible, you know, because wrapping is all about symmetry for the most part. When you have cheap wrapping paper, it's extremely hard because, or if your scissors aren't sharp enough, it's extremely hard to do that because it gets rigid or it stops. So then what you're gonna do is tape the seam, not too much, just like 1 or 2 pieces, small pieces, ow, to hold it. So tape the seam just like that. Now it doesn't open because there's tape right there, and you're going to fold in, I believe. How did I do this? Hold on, give me a second. Yeah, fold in to create a triangle here. Step back. Fold in to create a triangle here. And then, see, you have to have even paper. Fold this up into the triangle, right? Boom. Let me just cut that piece off. So it's like that. Diamond, pretty much triangle. So fold it in to make the triangles. I'm going to cut this excess off. I just cut myself. Make it as even as possible. Just fold it nice and neat. Fold this in. Y'all can see that. Tape that down. So it's like that. Fold this one right on top. Boom. So now you have it as a base. I hope that's clear enough for you. And then you can press it open. And add whatever cylinder, even circle gift you want to put in there. I'm going to put her Moana cup right in here. Bam. You might want to, like, you know, straighten this out, make sure it's neat. Add another piece of tape if you would like, because I need another piece. But that's because, again, my paper is cheap, so it keeps messing up on me. You know, I don't have that great of skills. It's cheap, so it's like so flimsy. I hate it here. Now all you're gonna do is roll your paper down, nice and neat as possible. All right. And in that fold, you can unfold it if you like. Roll it down again. Tape it shut. Oh, that's crooked. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, that's good. Tape it shut. Get your string out and create your handle. I want it to be as even as possible. This is super long. Whatever. Create your handle. I'm creating my handle. Yeah, see, the paper is so thin, like I'm scared it's gonna rip off. So I would suggest, if you have something that's heavier, that's why I didn't put the LOL in there, maybe doubling it up. But as you can see, I created a bag. So yeah, see how what? It's pretty good. See, it's spinning around. So that's another hack. Alright guys, so here are my few DIYs that I did for her wrapping. I do apologize for not being on camera while I decorated and wrapped these, but you know, sometimes you have to listen to your heart, and if you ain't in it, you ain't in it. And today I didn't have the energy to stay on camera, but I did want to show you how I was custom wrapping my daughter's gifts while I'm wrapping them. So this is the Beautiful Ayla, like you get it, Beautiful, a play on beautiful. So it's a giant bow up top. Look, to get that, you just stick the tissue paper through and then use a stapler to connect the handles, and you get a huge looking bow, and then you decorate it with a whole bunch of bows, different kinds on the front. This is my DIY wrapping and logo cover. And I just wrote her name at the bottom. She can't really read, so it doesn't matter. With the bow that we made. Our DIY bag. I just made it shorter and then curled the ribbon. Then we have the simple Merry Christmas with some stamps. And the DIY wrapping paper bow. I also did this one off camera. This is a pom-pom box. So this is really good for like the sensory. So she'll be able to touch this and play with it a little bit. And you know, it's just fun, something different. And then here, last but not least, I took the clothes that my cousin gave her and put some stamps on it. I would say don't go cheap, because I'm annoyed with the quality of some of the wrapping paper and the stamps. But that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. Please, you know, this is a hard time, so if you got the time, make every gift special for your little one. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.